Hello, children. Hope you all are good. Today, we are going to start a new chapter that is Social Religious Reform Movement. There was educated Indians who tried to do a reformation in the society. Now we are going to study about Raja Ram Mohan Roy, who was one of the greatest social and religious reformer of the 19th century. He was acquainted with Jainism and other religious sects of India. First important contribution of Raja Ram Mohan Roy to establish Brahmo Samaj. He established Brahma Sabha in 1828 with the object of saving Hinduism from evils of caste system and superstitions. Later, it was named as Brahmo Samaj. Now we will study about ideals of Brahmo Samaj, monotheism or worship of one God. He wrote Gift to Monotheist in 1809. He published the Bengali translation of the Vedas and five of the principal Upanishads to prove this point. Second ideal of Brahmo Samaj. It was meant to preach equality and brotherhood of mankind. Even Brahmo Samaj criticized social evils such as practice of sati. Third, opposition to meaningless rituals. Rajaram Mohan Roy condemned the priestly class for encouraging practices such as worship of idols and the rigidity prevailed in the caste system, and also proved that these all religious rituals were meaningless. Fourth ideal of Brahmo Samaj, equality of women. With the help of Lord William Bentinck, Raja Ram Mohan Roy abolished Sati Pratha because a law was passed in 1829 to give a proper and strong position to women. Fourth ideal of Brahmo Samaj is equality of women. Raja Ram Mohan Rai uplifted the position of women by providing education, giving them a better social status. He condemned polygamy and child marriage. He even encouraged remarriage of widows. Lord William Bentinck, the Governor General of India, passed a law in 1829 making a practice of sati illegal and punishable with the help of Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Fifth ideal of Brahmo Samaj, philosophy of Vedanta. The Brahmo Samaj was based on the philosophy of Vedanta, which is supported by the Vedas and the Upanishads. Sixth ideal of Brahmo Samaj, education. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was a pioneer of Western education in India. Raja Ram Mohan Roy helped in laying the foundation of many educational institutions as a Hindu college, the English school, and the Vedanta college in Calcutta. Even he helped David Harry, a missionary, in starting schools where Indian children could learn English. He brought many changes in society. Another great reformer of the society, Pandit Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, a great educator, humanist, and social reformer. He was born in 1820 in a village in Midnapur, Bengal. He firmly believed that reform in Indian society could only come about through education. Vidyasagar founded many schools for girls. He protested against child marriage and favored widow remarriage, which was legalized by the Widow Remarriage Act of 1856. It was due to his great support for the spread of education. Children, in our society that time, so many ill practices were there. and there was a great need to completely ban all those ill practices and reform the society. So Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, the great educationist, the great humanist, did his great job in reforming the society. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, after being appointed as the special inspector of schools, he traveled around Bengal and visited schools. During his travels, he witnessed the pathetic condition in which people lived. Superstitions and blind faith were prevalent due to the lack of education. This motivated him to establish schools all over Bengal. To encourage gender equality, he established 30 schools exclusively for girls. Strong believer in the remarriage of widows, he tried to create awareness about this issue. He particularly moved by the plight of child widows who were often ill treated and tortured. He played a key role in convincing the British government to allow for the remarriage of these innocent young girls, or we can say innocent young widows, so that they could have a second chance of life. This made the British to pass the Hindu Widow Remarriage Act. Swami Dayanand Saraswati, another great reformer and founder of the great Arya Samaj. He founded Arya Samaj at Bombay in 1875. He was a scholar, a patriot, a social reformer, and a revivalist. His motto was Back to the Vedas. He was against of idol worship, child marriage, and caste system based on birth. Even Swami Dayanand started the Suddhi movement to bring back those Hindus who had converted to other religions to its fold. So he tried his best to reform the society. And that's why he started the Arya Samaj. Ideals of the Arya Samaj. First, supremacy of Vedas. Swami Dayanand Saraswati made motto to go back to the Vedas. Monotheism, they preached to have faith in one God. Opposition to social evils. Arya Samaj opposed the caste system and supported or to work for the lower caste and other depressed classes. They condemned child marriage and other maladies which were prevalent in India. Shuddhi movement. Swami Dayanand Saraswati tried uh, to start a Suddhi movement to bring back Hindu converts who had embraced other religions. Equality of women. The Arya Samaj opposed child marriage and Parda system. It advocated equal status for women and encouraged female education and started special schools and colleges for girls. Satyarth Prakash, written by Swami Dayanand Saraswati, contains the philosophy, religious, and social teachings of the Arya Samaj. Another great reformer and very famous reformer, Swami Vivekanand, the most famous disciple of Sri Ramakrishna Paramhans, born in prosperous Bengali family of Calcutta. He preached Vedantic philosophy and condemned the caste system and current Hindu emphasis on rituals and ceremonies. He asked the people to improve the lives of the poor and depressed classes. He believed that service to mankind is service to God. So he preached to people that instead of providing their services to God, they should serve the poor people because to help mankind, to serve mankind is service to God. Ideals of Swami Vivekananda and Ramakrishna Mission. He proclaimed the essential oneness of all religions and he condemned narrowness in the religious matters. His teachings gave to the people of India the self confidence which they needed against the assumed superiority of Western civilization. He condemned the caste system and emphasized on rituals and superstitions and urged the people and asked the people to imbibe the spirit of liberty, equality, and free thinking. He was a great humanist who believed that service to mankind was service to God. He worked abroad also. Swami Vivekananda attended the Parliament of World Religions held at Chicago in the United States of America in 1893. He declared the superiority of the Indian culture and civilization. He proclaimed that the Vedanta was the universal religion. Even Swami Vivekananda himself established many branches of the Ramakrishna mission in the United States of America. Next part of this chapter will be continued in next lecture. Thank you.